Corey Harrington is having his baby today, and that makes today a very special day. Oh, I still remember the day Corey himself was born. I was there, after all, like I am now. Such a beautiful, healthy baby. 6 pounds, 7 ounces. Bright blue eyes. He took after his father, of course. Corey's baby is struggling. His wife has been in labor all day, perhaps more. Time has no meaning on days such as today. I am patient. Corey isn't. Her knuckles bled white. He clings to her, too focused on her to even bother noticing me. He doesn't care for me. Hasn't for a long, long time. See, we used to be real close, young little Corey and I. I was there for him every day and every night. I tried never to leave his side. He wouldn't remember it that way, but I took care of Corey. Yes, really good care. Nothing would ever harm him. Not while I was around. I cared for him long ago. Why shouldn't I? We're practically related. His family is my family. Of course, we had our little games. I loved hide and seek the most. I loved hiding, especially when he was younger. I'd find a nice, dark place. The closet, under the bed, behind the curtains. Then, once I'm hidden, I'd whisper and call to little Corey, trying to get him to play. He was never very good at it. He always seemed to run the other way. Sometimes, under his bed, I'd like to reach up through the blankets and tickle his feet. He was so ticklish. Tickle, tickle, tickle. He'd lose it every time. I liked to keep him busy, as a child should be. I hid his toys a lot, in places he'd never expect. Up in trees, under the deck, up in the attic. Oh, he hated the attic the worst. That was my favorite place to play hide and seek. Oh, my little Corey. How we would play. How good it would make me feel whenever he was afraid. Of course, we had our downsides too. All friendships have their turbulent phases. I remember when they brought that thing into their home. That mongrel. The flea-ridden dog. Such an annoying thing, with shaggy, shedding fur. Repulsive. And worst of all, it hated me. It snarled at me, bit at me. I simply couldn't stand being around the thing. I know Corey loved it, and that's why I tolerated it for so long. But I couldn't do it forever. I had to take care of the mangy beast. It broke Corey's heart, but I did what I had to do. I'm just glad he never found the body in the crawl space. That would have been too much. Then, to make matters worse, Corey wouldn't play hide and seek with me anymore. He never sought. He found me once, and never again was he the seeker. Can you believe it? He made me chase him every night after that, always hiding in the same places, under his covers, in the cupboard, in his parents' room. And of course, I couldn't play with him when his parents were around. Not at all. He made the game no fun. Worse than all that, he grew up. He outgrew me. The nerve. I'm still astounded. The older he got, the less and less he seemed to notice me. It was like I was becoming transparent, fleeting, and it hurt me. I felt hungry. I shouldn't have been surprised, after all. It had been the same with Corey's father, Mac, and with Mac's lovely mother, Teresa. It had all started with her, and I miss her so dearly. I was sad for a long while after Corey had forgotten me, but I never left his side, waiting, like in a cocoon. I followed him everywhere. To school, to games, to college, on dates. I was there when he met his wife, when they were married, and when she told him she was pregnant. And at that moment, a smile came to my face once more. There would be another child, Corey's child. And I would love this child, forever and always. I would play with this child. I would care for this child, protect this child. And maybe just once, this child will love me back. His wife gives a final push, and here it comes. Born of grime and muck, they clean it. Clean her. It's a girl. They say they're going to name her Betty. A pretty name for a pretty blue-eyed girl. She's calmed, suckling at her mother's teat, and I can't stop staring at her. For the first time in decades, I feel alive again. My mouth salivates. Soon I will no longer be hungry. Soon, this child will give me all the nourishment I require, and I will love her for it, like I loved Corey. Her eyes find me, perched up in the shadowy corners of the room. I lick my lips. She starts to cry, and for the first time in many years, I start to feed.